Greetings Diecast Racing fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Vulcan Raceway. Here I am stood on top of the parking structure with my Mini Cooper, you can see with the Union Jack on the top. So today we are dealing with episode 2 of Mini Mayhem, which will be our first racing episode. Some other interesting things to bring out today, including a big announcement. But I'll cover that when we do the track overview. So we have 10 head-to-head races today, all one and done, which means they won't be swapping lanes. It will be as they came out in the draw. Speaking of which, let's get on with the episode 2 draw. Mini Mayhem episode 2 draw. So first up we've got car J, which is Matthew Harding. In the little blue Mini from Matthew from WDC Racing all the way over in New Zealand, against car D, which is Moose from GITB. Then we've got A versus B, F versus I, E versus H, and finally for the first half we have got G versus, wherever the last one's gone, C. On to the second bag. F versus A, G versus B, E versus I, H versus J, and finishing off with car C, which is the Comish, versus car D, which is Moose. So Moose is starting and finishing both in the same lane. This concludes the draw for episode 2. With the draw over with, we'll do a track overview as we always do. We've got a new camera position that we're going to try out this time and see how you like it. Shout out to our sponsors, the BERCC, 4 Cubed Racing, Tomley RC, John at Modelmatic. Oh, well, look, there's the track owner chatting to him. And of course, Raven Customs over at the back. Construction work is still going on at the garage section. But here's the big announcement. You can see Flying Fenman there is stood next to a 1967 Austin Mini Cooper S 1275 Mark 1. And the announcement is, whichever driver wins this competition, wins the Mini Mayhem head-to-head league, this vehicle will be sent out to them wherever they are in the world. So if James Sterling wins it, it will be sent out to Australia. If the Comish wins it, it will be sent out to America. If Crazy Canuck wins it, it will be sent out to Canada. So yes, up in our game. The last time winning car, driven by Hikari Rin, is in the winner's enclosure. And you can see the drivers are all in their cars, headed up in their first pairings, which you saw in the draw, and heading up to the top. Track cars parked up. The Vulcans have been moved around. So I guess it's time we got down to some racing. So our first pairing is at the top of the ramp, and on the left hand side is car J, which is Matthew Harding from DC Racing Team in New Zealand in the Matchbox 1964 1275S Austin Mini Cooper in blue with a weight of 32 grams. He is up against car D, which is the Hot Wheels Multipack Morris Mini in green with a black and white checkered roof. Driven by Moose of GITB Racing in the USA, a weight of 34 grams. Let's see how this one goes. And a clean win there for the green car, which is Moose from GITB, and the time is 1.9 seconds. Next up, we have got race 2, which is car A versus car B. Car A is driven by Cuboid, our 2-times champ from 4Cube Racing here in the UK. He's driving the British horsepower Morris Mini, orange with a white roof, weight of 43 grams, the heaviest car in the tournament. And it's also on real rider tyres, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Against him, we have got the Crazy Canuck from the A team over in Canada. He's in the Colour Shifters Mini Cooper, which is yellow or green, depending on how moist it is. And that's a weight of 26 grams, the lightest car in the tournament. It'll be very interesting to see how these go, and we'll get down to it. And that was a win in reverse for the Colour Shifters. So Crazy Canuck wins with a time of 2 seconds dead. Race 3, we've got car F versus car I. Car F is the Hot Wheels CityWorks 67 Austin minivan, the yellow one with the black roof, driven by Mason Storm of the Essex Hurricanes here in England. He didn't do very well in the last tournament, and he's here with a bit of redemption in mind. That's 35 grams for that vehicle. He is up against car I, which is the Matchbox 1964 Austin Mini Cooper, the light blue one with the checkerboard roof, driven by James Sterling of Gravity Track GP all the way over in Australia. That's a weight of 30 grams. We'll see how this one goes. Oh, nice clear win there for the oh, where's it gone? It's car I, so James Sterling. That mini of his seems to be rather quick. The time was 2.1, so not the fastest of times, but it was a very clear win. Sorry about that. It looks like during the last one that the camera angle here got shifted slightly, so let's just push that back to give you the full length of the track. I might have to do something to prop this up a little better because it's wobbling and falling. Give me a second. Right, that should be better. I've changed the camera mount. Right, so at the top of the track now we have car E versus car H for race 4. Car E is the car driven by Candy Rain of the Essex Hurricanes here in England. She's driving the Hot Wheels Snowstormers Morris Mini. It's the pearl light blue one with a weight of 34 grams. And she's up against car H, which is the Zombie from Else Racing in the USA. And this is a China base 6017 Mini Cooper in cream with a black roof, weight of 38 grams. Close all the way down, and the cream car, the Zombie Else Racing, just takes it on the line. The time again is a 2.1. So at the top of the track now we have the final 2 cars for the first half, which is car G and car C. Car G is the current reigning champion, Hikari Rin from Raven Customs in Cambridgeshire, UK. He's in the Hot Wheels CityWorks 67 Austin minivan, the red one. Funny that, with a white roof, weight of 39 grams. And he is up against my pick for being the best car in the tournament, which is The Comish driving the Dollar Diecast Daily Racing from the USA, and it's the Hot Wheels race team Morris Mini. It's the blue one with the number 10 on the roof. He's also a weight of 34 grams. 34? Sorry, so yeah, he's 5 grams lighter. Anyway, let's see how this goes down. And that's a clear win there for the blue car, which is the Comish. Well done, Comish. And that's a time of 2.0. Not the fastest so far, but it's definitely there. So with the first half done, starting off the second half, race 6. We've got car F versus car A. Car F is Mason Storm and car A is Cuboid. We'll see how they do. Oh, and they've pulled up here part way down the track. We'll reset and start again. So they've reset up to the top of the track, and we're going to get ready to launch them off again. And again, Cuboid has cut off the car of Mason Storm, so we'll have to have a third reset. Let's hope they get it right this time. Third attempt. Oh, and again, we don't get somebody over the finish line. Can we get across the line this time? And the answer is no, we can't. We need to check and make sure that Mason Storm is okay. So the rescue team are there dealing with it. Mason Storm appears to be okay. We're going to go for another reset, see how that goes, and hopefully we'll get one across the line this time. Come on, get across the line. Yes, and they both get across the line. Why couldn't you have done that first time, lads? And that was a clear win there by Cuboid in the orange and white car. Time of 2.1. Now at the top of the track, we have got cars G and car B. Car G is the Hot Wheels City Works 67 Austin minivan of, is that right? Yes, of Hikari Rin of Raven Customs. And he is racing against, in the other lane, we have got Crazy Canuck in the A-team in the Colour Shifters Mini Cooper. Hopefully they won't take 5 attempts to get across the line. Wow, that was close all the way down, but that was a win for the Crazy Canuck from the A-team with a time of 1.9. Now at the top of the track, we've got the two light blue cars. We've got car E and car I. Car E is the Snowstormers Morris Mini, driven by Candy Rain of Essex Hurricanes in England. Hopefully, she's going to do better than her teammate. Her teammate's already lost twice today, but his place may be more secure if she loses twice in the day as well. Anyway, they are up against, or she is up against, the car of Matthew Harding. So they're both light blue minis. One is Matchbox, one is Hot Wheels. The pearlescent one, the one that looks fatter, actually, when you look at them, is Candy Rain. The one with the checkerboard roof is Matthew Harding. Let's send them down the track. Wow, And that was a win for Candy Rain there, because Matthew Harding decided to jump off track part way down. He has landed perfectly on his wheels. I hope he's okay. Track support staff are over checking up on him. That time was 2. Right, we've just got 2 races to go. At the top now is Car H versus Car J. Car H is the Zombie from Elster Racing. Car J is Matthew Harding. So I did get it wrong earlier. It wasn't Matthew Harding. It was James Sterling in the Mini that spun it round and landed on the wheels. Perhaps because he's from Australia. Anyway, the Australians and New Zealanders in the Matchbox cars. Getting me confused. At the top of the track, Car H versus Car J. Car H, the Zombie. Car J, Matthew Harding. And both across the line, and that was a clear win there by Matthew Harding with a time of 2.0. Final race of the day. Up at the top of the track we have got Car C, which is the Comish in the blue car, and Car D, which is Moose in the green car with the black and white checked roof. This could be interesting. Is the Comish going to start off the same as he did last time? He's already got 1 win under his belt today. Will he get a second win? As I say, the Comish's car is actually my top pick for this tournament after seeing what happened in testing. Let's see how this goes. Even all the way down. Tight on the line, and on the line with a 1.9. That was the blue car, that was the Comish. Nicely done, Comish. Well, that concludes today's racing, and it's been interesting. Having an open track has caused no end of interesting results. As it stands at the moment, we have only got 2 cars that have won twice. They're tied up for first place, which is Car B, the Crazy Canuck, with the best time of 1.9, and Car C, the Comish, with the best time of 1.9. They've both won twice, so they're both 2 and 0. Then on 1 and 1, we've got Car A, Cuboid, with the best time of 2.1, Moose in Car D with a time of 1.9, Candy Rain from the Essex Hurricanes in Car E, she's got a 2.1. We've got the Zombie in Car H, which is 2.1. We have James Sterling in Car I, which is 2.1. And finally, we have Matthew Harding with a 2.0 in Car J. So they're all on 1 and 1. That leaves our 2 big losers today. The two Austin minivans are not doing well at the moment. So Mason Storm in Car F, which is the yellow one, hasn't won. And Hikari Rin, our current reigning champion in the red minivan, also hasn't won, which is Car G. That's it for today. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and come back next week and we'll get on with episode 3.